We are here. Here we are. There you are. And we're having a good time this morning. Our Story Matters moment today is coming from a guy who's gradually becoming a good friend of mine. A lot longer to go on that, but the time has been short so far. So this is Jake. Say hi, Jake.
Hello, everyone.
Jake Farber. And so I invited, actually, Rachel got this connection to talk to us today. Are you nervous a little bit, the whole talkie thing? It's different than the drums, right?
Yeah, I just get to hit stuff usually. This is out of my wheelhouse.
Yeah. So if you have been coming to True Life Church for a short time, you've probably been seeing this guy as one of the awesome guys playing drums up there. He's playing drums with us this morning as well. And so, Jake, just wanted to talk to you for a few minutes today. First of all, if you wouldn't mind, in a short version, describe how you got here to us. Without, we're not throwing other people or other places or other churches under the bus, but churches can be painful places for a lot of people. Share a little bit about maybe what happened and what led you to here.
So, as Josh already said, you can gather from that, I was raised in the church for a while. Born and raised in the church, actually. One church till I was in 6th grade, from birth till 6th grade, then another church from 6th grade until just recently. And without going into too many bad details, there was just a falling out, a little bit of a gossipy drama situation that I wasn't even involved in, but somehow it got back to me.
Yeah.
And just the way it was all handled, I don't know, I just didn't agree with the theological reasons behind what they told me they were going to do, how they were going to handle it. Nothing really happened.
Yeah.
That's very vague, I know, I'm sorry. But anyway, so for a while at that point, I had been kind of battling in my own heart and mind, trying to basically rediscover who God is to me. Before I went back to that church and all this drama happened, there was a period in my life where I wasn't going to church, not because I didn't believe in God, just doing my own thing and being kind of dumb. But went back to church and was trying to find, I didn't like the way it was when I was growing up, and I don't like the way it's going now. Just, it feels like we're just going through motions every week here. Like when I was a kid and still had that passion that I didn't feel for a few years, I felt like we were doing something. We weren't just going to church, we were doing church. As a youth group, maybe that's what it was. Who knows? But anyway, so the falling out happened, and I had been wondering if I should stay there for a while. Maybe I should start looking for other churches. And then Ben and Rachel, known them since I was basically born.
They were there, right? Oh, he's so cute.
Ben probably wasn't. Ben was probably with my brother in the waiting room. But no, they invited me here for a while, and I finally came one week while I was still attending the other church, and just sat in the back, liked what I saw. So I decided if I ever needed to come back, I would. And not long after, I needed to find a new place to go. Yeah. So I came here, and then it was maybe a month and a half, 2 months. It wasn't that long, and then all this COVID stuff happened. And to tie this into the story, I didn't even know I was going to talk about this until this morning. But I was kind of thinking about what I wanted to say and realizing things that have been happening in my life over the past few months since the whole church breakdown and finding this new church and then the world breaking down. My big thought was I would drive by my old church, and they were always trying to renovate. It was an old building, they're trying to renovate it. And I kept saying, why are we spending all this money trying to renovate this building instead of, let's put this money in our community. Let's get it out there. Let's do church again like we used to. And it didn't work out. Falling out of that church, came here, and lo and behold, COVID-19 happens, and I literally get to say, last night as we were driving past with my family, hey, there goes the studio. And I was like, whoa, that's the studio. That's not the church anymore. We get to be the church now. So honestly, I'm just super excited. That's my story where I'm at now. The drama parts were earlier. If you want to hear that, it's another 3 weeks that we can go into later.
Sure.
But, so for right now, it's just I'm incredibly excited for everything we're doing here. I'm so grateful I get to be a part of it. Thank you, everyone. I hope that we can continue this and really move forward being church instead of just going to church from now on.
Dude, that's great. I didn't know you were going to say any of that either. We have talked zero.
Zero.
I usually don't like to know too much about what someone's going to say in Story Matters, because that kind of takes away from the story and the dialogue that can happen. You said that we get to be the church. So we're driving by this place, and sneak peek, you're going to get one later about where we're at and what our plans are in the short term for the future. So just stay tuned. That's coming later. And so you'll see some of the stuff that Jake is talking about. But what are some of the things that I think that, or I would ask you, that True Life Church is doing that excites you right now, despite everything, like you said, world broke? What are some of the things that True Life Church, its people, and that's you watching a part of this, that we're able to do through this, that are exciting you?
So this kind of ties into me personally, and it might have been me at my other church. I didn't fit in for my own reasons, who knows, but I know I need to work on being part of a community. I like to be a loner. I don't like to talk to people. I like to do my thing with my family, and we're alone. So I've seen so much community outreach through this church. It's like, it's mind-blowing. Like, the world has ended, and people are ding-dong ditching people with just fun stuff. That's never happened. I've never seen that, at least, so those little simple things where you guys, even though you're not supposed to be together, you're showing that you are together.
Yeah. And you've been a part of church, like you said, since birth, growing up. I've been in ministry for quite enough time myself, so we've seen the crafted times together. Like we can put together services and song sets, and I don't think the church is going back to that. Would you agree? Where the church rather should not go back to what was? Yes or no?
I would definitely agree that it should not go back. And I see so many churches that are just going back to the old model, and they're just going back to doing church. They're going to their building just to be in their building and do their own thing. And it saddens me, but at the same time, I'm trying to look forward, and I'm looking here, and I think we're doing something new and exciting, and I can't wait.
Yeah, I agree. And man, I just want to thank you for sharing a little bit of your story. I know some more than that, and but thank you for giving us the nutshell version of that. I'm thankful for you being here, being a part of our church. I'm thankful for our people, you guys watching, being a part of this community that he's talking about. Don't give up meeting with each other. Don't give up reaching out to each other. Don't give up handling situations in a biblical way, which is something he mentioned earlier. We need to be the church in all facets, how we handle things, what we say, what we don't say, how we treat people, those who look like us and those who don't look like us. Now is probably the most important time we've ever had in our at least generations. I would say there's no more important time than now to be the church that God has called us to be. And for those of us who are a part of True Life Church, things are going to be different. We're going to be innovative. We're going to try to reach new people in new ways. And because there's a whole world out there that is hurting, who doesn't want to know or does not know Jesus Christ. And some people who used to be at other churches, and I was like, I'm going to call time out for a while. And we talked a few weeks ago, Jesus has called us to seek and save the lost. So that's what we're going to be about. We're going to be trying some new things in different ways. I don't know exactly what it's going to look like, but I'm glad to have people like Jake along for the ride. So thank you all. Thank you, Jake. And we're going to go to something else. Thank you for sharing your Story Matters.